Adam, it's been a while.
It has.
The Dregs once again united.
Yep.
And what are we doing?
Just at the park. There's a few people in today. There's the regular who meditate.
Yep.
There's a man chowing down a foot-long subway, and a group of girls, I think, talking about either their children or their periods.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Now, what do you think about the state of the Dregs at the moment? So this will be going online, so people will be able to watch this and.
This has just been up my arse, by the way.
Yep.
I've been doing that.
Yeah.
And that's just been up my arse. Go on.
No, I was just wondering, where do you think we're at the moment? Where do you think the Dregs are at the moment? You know, how can we improve? How's the journey been since we were sitting on the bed recording that video for our fans playing at home?
I think at the moment where I'm standing on the dive board, about to leap into the pool of popularity.
Yeah. You don't think we've got there already?
We're just about there. We're on the threshold. We're on the brink. A couple more of these video diaries. People see how socially apt we are. You know, we're friendly guys.
What are we bringing to the table that nobody else brings?
We bring the Dregs to the table, mate.
Yeah.
The name, what's it called? What's that saying?
You tell me, mate.
The
you
proof
tell me.
is in the pudding.
The proof.
Throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah. That's a favourite of yours.
Yeah, we bring the, we just talk shit, which is an honest representation of people.
Of life.
That's all we do. We talk shit.
Yeah.
We just bring it to the metaphorical table.
Yeah.
Of life.
Now, in other news, you're sick as always. Do you feel you're working yourself too hard?
I'm working myself to the bone.
Yeah. Do you feel this is a lifestyle choice that you've made, or is it a bit beyond you?
You can't help having abundant talent.
Is it about talent though,
Can't
or is
help
it about mismanaging your life?
I think it's the latter.
The latter.
Yeah.
Do you feel more control might be useful in your life?
Yeah, I need to organise myself.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Perhaps your birthday coming up. For those viewers playing at home, it's Adam's birthday soon. So stay tuned for perhaps a birthday special.
We'll do live streaming from my birthday.
Yeah.
My 21st.
I don't know about live streaming, but we'll do our best.
Yeah. Live.
Live.
No.
Are you saying it's going to be uploaded as it's being recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like those bars of buffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffering. Yeah.
We'll organise. We'll talk to YouTube. The YouTube
perhaps the big 2-1. Well, some big changes will start to happen in your life.
I'll give up smoking.
Yep. You've said this many times before.
I will. I'll give up women.
What do you mean by give up women? Because women aren't going anywhere, to be honest.
Stop being affected by them as much.
Yep.
I get a bit obsessed with women.
Yeah.
And I think that's because I don't have much. Where's my lighter? I don't have much. What's the word?
You're now scrabbling for your lighter.
Security.
You've just found your lighter.
I don't have much. What's the word? Suggest a word. Do you know what I'm saying?
Control?
I don't have much control with women. I fall into lust.
You fall into lust. So you haven't found the one yet?
No, I haven't.
No. This recent one is that you found is not the one. Just a good friend.
Just a good friend.
Yeah.
She's a bit too religious for me.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of religion, though.
No,
do you know, I have a theory about your despondency for religion. Despising
I reckon
religion.
what your theory is.
What's my theory?
I'm a closet Christian.
Not Christian, but I think you have a deep-seated fascination with religion, which is why you tend to attract women of faith and religious inclinations.
Yeah.
And I think you have a deep-seated fascination, and you can relate to it.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, and which is why you call yourself an atheist, because
I am an atheist.
You're denying that side of you.
No.
I personally think it's very pretentious to call oneself an atheist.
Atheist. That's only because of Dawkins and Hitchens. Atheism isn't denial of my fascination with religion. I could be fascinated with something, but it's fascinated about the mindset of people with faith.
But being an atheist is still quite religious.
No, it's not. Not at all. Atheist just means non-belief. There's no religious group that call themselves yourself atheist.
It's still placing yourself in a box.
It isn't. Atheism is
Still giving yourself a label.
everyone has labels. You have to call them.
You don't have to have a label.
If someone says, "What do you believe in God or not?"
Yeah.
It's one or the other. There's no in between. Unless you're an agnostic. It's just a title. It doesn't mean anything. It's like Mr. Christie.
Do you believe in a higher power?
No.
Do you believe that to quit smoking you have to give in to a higher power?
12 steps?
Well, maybe not the 12 steps, but maybe 3 steps.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
But not God.
This is Adam committing suicide as we speak. Apparently, cancer is the most painful way to die, pretty much ever.
Really?
Apart from torture, but it's the worst self-imposed way to die.
What do you mean?
It's just the most painful, and it's slow, and
What, your body's...
your body just deteriorating. Yeah.
But you can take lots of morphine.
You can, but still, it is your body just gradually imploding.
It would hurt.
Yeah. So look, we're back in the park. It's springtime. Do you think
With Hitler.
Do you think the springtime with Hitler? Do you think the future is bright for this little duo, or do you think this might be a fleeting thing?
We have to look into ourselves. Maybe we need to submit the dregs to a higher power.
Yeah.
See what the man upstairs has got to say about it. He wouldn't agree with a lot of what we say.
No, but well, he might agree.
Not in
I think God would want people to question their environment and not take a pill of religion like a lot of people do.
take a placebo
Take a placebo.
of
Here's a question: what do you think of people that are happy? What happened?
an ant just bit me.
Do we
Live
have
streaming.
a bite mark?
No, I don't think so. It's that little gooey bit there.
Yeah. But yeah, you know those people that are happy all the time, and they just walk around being happy.
Bringing joy and love.
What do you think about those people? Do they annoy you, or do you appreciate what they bring to the table?
They annoy me a lot because how does anyone have the energy? And I think it's like they put themselves out to be taken advantage of by people like me who aren't that happy.
Yeah.
So they wear their heart on their sleeve, which is probably a good thing. But I think one day they're just going to turn up to their place of employment with a large machete.
Yeah, and they have a big
destroy.
smile on their face while they're doing it, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. And then they'll start
Yeah.
just sitting down in a pool of blood, grinning.
Because I personally think that happiness is just one of many emotions that we go through.
You shouldn't always be happy.
And it's like being on drugs, like clinging to this happy feeling when you need to be sad, you need to be angry, you need to be forlorn.
Have you heard of the happiness trap?
I've heard of the book, yeah, but as you know, as the fans playing at home might know, I'm not the biggest reader.
Yeah. But all he says is, why should we be happy all the time?
Yeah.
Because happiness is just like sadness is just as important, and lethargy, jealousy, fatigue, it's all part of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So just be happy when you feel happy. Don't try and seek out happiness, or you're bound for disappointment and murderous rampages from our benevolent friends.
Perhaps we could end with a draggy topic. We've got another minute to finish off. Speaking about happiness, does pornography make you happy?
Yeah, it does.
In what way?
In a purely primeval, what's that word?
Primordial?
Primordial, instinctual way. The feeling of release and holding on to it.
Yep.
And you know how you can do that kind of
Adam is now thrusting. Yeah.
As soon as you do that, it kind of goes. So the whole challenge is, the happiness is how long you can hold on for before it all goes.
Yeah.
You know as soon as it goes, you're going to be miserable.
You're going to be in the depths again.
Cleaning up your inner thigh.
Yeah.
For leftover
remnants of self-love.
Of the explosion of the love muscle.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts for our fans playing at home. You got 10 seconds.
Suffering will make you a better person.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adam.